Hi, welcome to Future Techno's Quest 3 just got a huge upgrade. We're talking about a massive overhaul of the entire home environment, as well as true app pinning and more. This upgrade feels like the start of something much bigger, a step towards the future of the Quest platform. Let's take a closer look at what has changed, why it matters, and how it transforms the way you use the Quest 3 every single day. The first thing you notice right away is the new home environment. This is not just a small refresh or a new wallpaper. This is probably the biggest upgrade to home environments that we have ever seen on the Quest 3, or even on the Quest series, overall. In the past, updates added things like teleportation, new skyboxes, or little tweaks to invite friends into your space. But this one is different. This one introduces free locomotion and layers of interaction that make the entire environment feel alive in a way it never has before. The centerpiece of this new environment is Horizon Central. As soon as you step into the updated space, you can see it in the distance. It looks like a living, breathing hub, with people running around, talking, and hanging out. At first glance, it almost feels like you're looking at real players moving through a virtual city. In reality, they're not. They're pre-programmed. Loops designed to make the space feel vibrant and active. But even though they aren't real, the illusion works. It tricks your mind into feeling like you're standing in the middle of a busy world. That alone is a big shift from the older static home environments. Right now, Horizon Central in the update is more of a visual teaser. If you try to walk into it, you're redirected to the old Horizon Central, because the new one isn't live yet. Meta seems to be holding it back until the official release alongside Meta Connect 2025. You can see the branding already in place, with banners and hints of what's to come. It looks like this hub is going to become a much bigger social and functional space than what we have now. There's even a giant stadium visible in the distance, which seems designed for big events like Meta Connect keynotes or live concerts. Just imagine logging into your headset and walking with friends into a massive virtual arena to watch a major event together. That's the scale Meta is aiming for. Alongside Horizon Central, there are also other areas hinted at. You can see portals that may lead to different Horizon Worlds rooms, maybe even to specialized spaces like shops or games. There's also something that looks like a bounce pad, possibly a way to teleport across sections of the hub. And there's a place called Shop Central, which seems built for trying on virtual clothes and accessories before buying them. This direction makes it clear. Meta wants the home environment to become more than a menu. They want it to be a social hub, a shopping mall, an event space, and a launch pad for everything in mixed reality. But let's bring it back to what you can actually use right now if you're in the public test channel. The new home environment is live, and it brings a level of polish that makes the Quest 3 feel more premium. Free locomotion is the biggest feature. Instead of just teleporting from point to point, you can now walk around freely, exploring the environment as if it were a game world. That change may sound small, but it makes a huge difference in immersion. It feels less like clicking through menus and more like actually existing in a place. Visually, the environment has received a massive upgrade. The lighting is sharper, the textures are more detailed, and the atmosphere feels richer. Small details like dynamic shadows and reflective surfaces add to the realism. There are even designated seating areas now. If multiplayer support is added, you'll be able to sit down with friends in your home environment and just talk, almost like hanging out in a living room. That sense of presence is what VR is all about, and this update pushes the Quest 3 closer to delivering it. Another highlight is app pinning. For years, users have asked for the ability to keep apps permanently pinned in their home space, and it's finally here. You can pin up to 3 applications at once, and they stay there even if you turn off your headset or jump into another app. For example, you can log into Instagram and pin it to the wall, and the images displayed aren't just flat screens. They're transformed into spatial 3D photos using AI, giving them depth and making them feel like holograms. The same goes for Netflix, where you can scroll through content and pick something to watch directly from your pinned screen. App pinning also works in pass-through. That means you can overlay pinned apps on top of your real environment, blending virtual tools with your physical space. The transition between the virtual environment and pass-through is smooth, almost cinematic. The walls and sky fade away, and suddenly you're back in your real room, but your pinned apps remain floating. There, ready to use. That feature alone starts to blur the line between VR and AR, showing how mixed reality can become a natural part of daily life. Lighting effects in the new home are another subtle but powerful improvement. For example, there's an avatar mirror, where you can look at yourself and make changes to your digital character. As you approach the mirror, dynamic lighting kicks in, casting highlights across your shoulders and face. It's a small detail, but it makes your avatar feel more real and expressive. The effect is similar to a rim light in photography, giving depth and shape to your digital self. These are the kinds of details that build immersion without you even realizing it. The new home environment also allows customization. By pressing the Meta button, you can adjust what's pinned on your walls. You can remove apps like Instagram if you don't want them, or add in others. You can pin not just browser apps, but also 2D apps or tools you use often. Imagine having a productivity app pinned right next to your media apps, all accessible the moment you put on your headset. It's a simple but powerful way to make the Quest feel more personal. The background itself is now called Immersive Home, and it supports multiple sceneries. You can switch between environments, and each one changes not just the visuals, but also the lighting and soundscape. For example, switching to the valley environment brings in waterfalls, butterflies, birds, and softer natural lighting. The sound changes too, adding running water and ambient wildlife noises that make it feel like you're outdoors. Another option is the oceanarium environment, which surrounds you with underwater life. Turtles swim by, light filters through the water, and even your pinned apps adjust their appearance to match the ocean theme. These transitions are smooth and impressive. The lighting adapts dynamically to match each environment, creating mood and atmosphere. In the ocean scene, the lights take on a cooler, blue tone. In the valley, they glow warmer, like sunlight. This isn't just swapping out a skybox. It's a full environmental shift that affects everything in your space. The effect is so complete that it almost feels like stepping into a whole new world each time you switch. Some users may be disappointed to learn that older Horizon environments are no longer accessible in this update. Popular options like the Lord of the Rings home seem to be gone for now. Hopefully, Meta adds them back in or gives users more choice in the future. Still, the new environments are so detailed and interactive that they set a higher standard for what a VR home can be. Back in Horizon Central, the sense of scale is what really stands out. Looking down at the stadium and bustling crowd feels surprisingly real. Even though the people are just loops, it's enough to make you feel like part of a larger community. Imagine sitting in your home environment with a friend, pointing to Horizon Central, and then actually stepping through a portal to go there together. That's the kind of seamless connection Meta is aiming for.